Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant were one of the most dominant duos in modern history, grabbing 3 straight titles in the early 2000s. However, tension between the two would ultimately lead to Shaq being traded to the Heat after the 2004 finals. Today, I'm rolling back the clock and ensuring Shaq stays happy with Kobe no matter what happens. With Shaq and Kobe together forever, will the two best their real-life title records? Let's find out. Welcome to 2004. As you can see, I have traded Shaq back to the Lakers, which means no Caron Butler, no Lamar Odom. Honestly, it's going to be a little rough here this year because in real life, the team wasn't really playing to win so much as they were looking to rebuild after losing Shaq. So our third best player is Kareem Rush. Now, as you probably notice, I have Shaq and Kobe both locked in for at least 5 years. We'll give them at least that long. If they stick together, we'll stick with it. Otherwise, we'll send to the end of Shaq's career. But for now, we're going to jump into year number 1 and see how things go. Well, so far, so good. Shaq wins MVP behind 30 points, 14 boards, and 2.3 blocks. Shaq, of course, grabs first team All-NBA, but it's good to see Kobe Bryant on second team All-NBA as well. And the Lakers are, of course, the 1 seed. They'll be going up against the Golden State Warriors, who have Jason Richardson and a former Laker in Nick Van Exel. This could be interesting. They have a little bit more depth than us, but I'm pretty sure our star players are going to handle this pretty easily. No real close games in round number 1, but now it gets a bit tougher because Steve Nash, Sean Marion, and Amare Stoudemire are coming to town. We have the Suns. Let's see if we can take them down and make it to the Western Conference Finals. We knew this was going to be a tough matchup, and it is Game 7 time. Let's jump in. Okay, we have led this one bell to bell. It's going to be a 13-ish point victory for us. Shaq has 26, Kobe has 20, Kareem Rush has 17 for his part.
Acknowledge me, please.
And in the Western Conference Finals, it's a familiar foe for these Lakers. It is going to be the San Antonio Spurs, who of course have Tony Parker, Manu, 99 overall Tim Duncan, David Robinson's still here. I mean, this team is deep. This is going to be a tough one. Let's see if we can pull it out. Apparently I was wrong. We sweep the Spurs, and now we're going up against the Orlando Magic, and this team has Steve Francis, Coutinho Mobley, Grant Hill, Drew Gooden, and the reigning Rookie of the Year, Dwight Howard, who for some reason is playing power forward in this save. We have the star power, but they have the depth. Let's see which one wins out. Can Shaq and Kobe win another title already? We're up 3-2. Honestly, I'm a little surprised it's been this easy so far. Let's jump in and see if we can finish it out. Okay, I did not envision this happening. I mean, our third best player is Kareem Rush, but we are going to win this by like 20-ish points. I think Shaq has, what did Shaq get? He hit, Shaq got 36. They both hit. Kobe had 30. Kobe almost had a triple-double here at the end. Shaq, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. That is wild. You don't usually see that from the Shaq daddy. Dwight Howard, for his part, can only muster 15 points. Fouls out against Shaq, just cannot handle it. And we are already NBA champions in year number 1. Really did not envision this happening. I didn't think our team was that good. We're going to have several more years to try to build on that. Remember, Shaq only won 4 total titles, so he's already tied that, and he still has several years left to go. Let's see what they do in year number 2. Ooh.
I need to go home.
We're here in year number 2. I believe this is 2005, maybe 0506, I believe. And as you can see, the biggest addition we have made is Jason Williams. White Chocolate has come over from Memphis. Hopefully we're able to use his street ball brand to win us some games. Let's jump in and see how it goes. Make it back to back. It was a good move for Shaq to stay here. He averages nearly 30 points, 14 boards, and 2.6 blocks. I guess when you have almost no one else to play with besides Kobe, your numbers are going to stay high. He wins MVP again, and for his part, Kobe remains as a second team All-NBA player. His numbers have gone down a little bit, but still playing very, very good. Love to see that for our boy. But the Lakers have fallen down to the 2 seed. They're going up against the other LA team. This time it's going to be Sean Livingston, Elton Brand, and Chris Kaman. So probably not a team that's going to give us too much trouble, but let's jump in and make sure. We won the first 3 games, and the Clippers stormed back. They have forced a Game 7. Let's hop in and see if we can stop the bleeding. Fortunately, it's a relatively easy victory for us. They only outscore us in the 4th quarter, but Kobe's 37 points is just enough to get us through. We are going to be facing Phoenix, who's a team we know pretty well from last year. They haven't made any changes. I don't think Joe Johnson was here last year, so they do have some depth on us. Amare Stoudemire continues to grow, but he's not quite become the player we know him as today. I think this is probably going to be a win for us, but let's jump in and find out. It is a sweep, and we are going up against an old foe for the Lakers. It's the Sacramento Kings, who still have Chris Webber. They have Peja. They have Mike Bibby. Hito's here, Doug Christie, Brad Miller remains playing. Okay, wow, and they are on a tear. They have gone in back-to-back series and beaten number 1 seed Houston and number 4 seed San Antonio in 7. Can they do the same to us? Let's hope not. This Kings team is dangerous. We are only up 3-2. We're heading into game 6. Let's see if we can finish this out or if Sacramento is going to force a game number 7. Okay, I accidentally skipped through that, but we won the game 134-109. Shaq, I think, had 40 points. Kobe had like 5 steals. We were just dominating. And now we go into the same matchup we had last year. In fact, it's pretty much the same team. They added Spreewell, Derek Anderson, Zaza, Andrew Bogut as well. But yes, the Orlando Magic are back in the finals with us. It's a rematch of last year. Hopefully it has the same result. Let's jump in. I don't actually remember how the series went last year outside of us winning.
I'm tired as hell.
But it is now game number 7. Let's jump in to see if we can win our second championship in a row. Okay, it might be too little too late. It's 1:16 left on the clock. The Lakers are down by 6 and the Magic have the ball. Also, I just noticed, let me check real quick because I do not see Shaq in the game. Has he fouled out? Shaq has not fouled out, but for some reason, wait, Kobe is out of this series. Kobe is hurt. That could be a big reason why this team's going to lose. And Stevie Francis hits the runner. That makes it a 8-point game with 1:10 left on the clock. Probably no chance here for the Lakers. This one is well and truly over, I believe. We just don't have the horses without Kobe. And Shaq is not even in the game for whatever reason right now. Valentine drives at Howard. This one, yeah, he steps out of bounds. Orlando Magic ball. They are going to win themselves a title. Unfortunately, we lose out on our chance to win back-to-back titles here in year number 2, but year number 3 could look good because we may have some cap space to work with. So let's go ahead and jump into it and see what the team looks like. Okay, I will admit, maybe I was hoping for a little bit bigger of a signing than Glenn Big Dog Robinson, but he has joined the squad for 2 years. We're just going to have to roll with it and hope those old bones could continue working. Let's jump into year number 3 and see how the Lakers do. There is something in the water out in LA. Shaquille O'Neal at 35 years old is MVP for the 3rd time in a row. He is just too good at this right now. And for his part, Kobe Bryant does make All-NBA 3rd team. He continues to produce very well for us. We are the 2 seed yet again, though, and we'll be coming up against Dirk Nowitzki and the rest of the Dallas Mavericks. This should be a series we win. Let's see if it happens. Well, we get through in 5 as expected, but now we're facing the LA Clippers. Now, we faced them last year, and they were pretty tough. Look at the team now. They've gone and added Caron Butler. Mike Miller is now here. Chris Kaman is getting better. They have plenty of bodies to throw at Shaq, so this could be a very tough series for us. I mean, we don't have very much depth, so this one could get rough. Let's jump in and see how it goes. All that bluster, and then we just get through in 5. But next round is not going to be nearly as easy because look at this Spurs team. Of course, Tim Duncan, 99 overall. He's one of the top 3 players in the league along with our 2 guys. But then they also have Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, Michael Redd, Jamal Crawford coming off the bench, one of the best 6-men ever, Eddie Jones, who we know can score because he used to play with the Lakers, and Robert Horry, also a former Laker, Earl Boykins here at the end of the bench. I mean, this team is stacked. Let's see if we can take them down and get back to the finals for the 3rd year in a row. Please, no injuries. As expected, this one has been very tight. We're heading into game 7, and there's a familiar foe waiting for us. We're able to win this one. Let's hop in. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to win this one. And that is in spite of Shaquille O'Neal having 33 and 22, which is a monster stat line for him. Kobe only gets 16 points, but is actually shooting pretty well, so you can't really get mad at him. That means that it will be Spurs versus Magic in the finals. Let's see who wins. And the Orlando Magic get their 2nd title in a row. Dwight Howard is destroying people as a young man. 19 points, 9 boards, 2 blocks to win a title over Tim Duncan. Now we're going to jump into year number 4 and hope that we can make a bigger signing than Glenn Big Dog Robinson. Okay, so I said we had a little bit of money to spend, and the Lakers have used it to add Ron Artest. Maybe not the best get, but he can definitely slide over and play small forward for us pretty well. Let's jump in the end of the season and see how things go. Now, this is interesting. We are here in year number 4, and D-Wade, who in real life became Shaq's teammate and helped him win that 4th title, is our MVP. But the good news for us is that Kobe and Shaq are both 1st team All-NBA. Things are definitely trending in our direction. That said, we are still the 2 seed. We're going up against KG's Timberwolves. Let's jump in, see if we can take them down. A relatively easy sweep for us. Now it's on to Carmelo Anthony and Professor Andre Miller's Denver Nuggets. They also have a young Danny Granger, so this team could be a tough out. Let's see how it goes. What did I tell you? It's game 7. Time to hop in and see if we can take down Carmelo. Unfortunately for your Nuggets fans, it is a complete and total blowout. We win by 23. streak.
Damn.
And we're moving on to face the San Antonio Spurs. Fortunately, this team is not quite as good as they were last year. There's no Manu. Excuse me, there is Manu. He's just hurt. Tim Duncan always going to be a tough out, but hopefully we have enough horses to make it out of this one. No Manu means the Spurs have a big problem. We win in 5, and now we are facing this Orlando Magic team for, I think, the 3rd time. 3 out of the 4 years we've done this, we have made it to the finals. Gone because of the Magic. The Magic, I believe, are coming off of back-to-back titles, so this is going to be a tough test. They definitely have the depth on us, but hopefully our star power can win the day. Is this really going to be a sweep?
That's a very stupid question.
The first time we won a title, I did not show you the confetti, but this time, because it marks Shaq's 5th title in his career, we will go ahead and show it to you. As you can see, Shaq is tired, but it doesn't really matter. Kobe Bryant has 32 points. He's only missed 3 shots. He's 12 for 15. He is having a great night, and the Lakers are up by 12 with about a minute left to go. They are going to win this thing. Oh, what a block from Shaq. Shaq showing those old legs can still get up, but for now, I'm going to go ahead and jump us forward to the confetti drop, and we will see Shaq and Kobe celebrate with a title once again. And there you have it. Big Diesel and the Black Mamba get title number 5. That means we have officially bested Shaq's record. I think Kobe makes the 5 himself, so we'll have to get at least one more before Shaq retires to beat his record, but we will definitely take this result. You'll love to see it here. And of course, it has been interesting that the Magic have also been able to build themselves a mini dynasty alongside us. We'll have to see who can win the rubber match if we both make it back in year number 5. This is the final year of Kobe Jelly Bean Bryant's contract with us. He may re-sign. I'm not controlling the team, so I have no say in that. Shaq is down to a 97, and we have unfortunately made no real moves. Now, of course, this team did win a title last year. The only player we lost is Glenn Robinson, who retired, so hopefully we can make it back. Let's go ahead and jump in and see how it goes. Shaq averages a career low 21 points, but it doesn't matter. He's still first team All-NBA. I guess maybe it helps that Dwight Howard is listed as a power forward, although being honest with you, he's not even an All-NBA third teamer, but Kobe is, as you can see, he did re-sign with us. He's here for 5 more years. That's great to hear. Let's see where we stand in the playoffs. It is back to that old familiar spot. We are going up against San Antonio here as the 2 seed. They still have Tony Parker, Manu, Tim Duncan. Any injuries? Roy Hibbert is here. That's an interesting one. Jamal Crawford's still on the team but looks to be injured. This could be a tough matchup, but I think we probably have their number. Let's jump in. This is a tight one. The Spurs have us locked into Game 7 and Phoenix is waiting. Let's jump in. It may be the first round, but we have not had very many opportunities to hop in, so we will jump into this one. 110 left. 5-point lead for the Lakers. Kobe has 32 points. Duncan and Manu both have 28. Bryant goes right at Manu and just...
Open your mouth wide and take it.
That could be the icer right there. Ooh. Vooch. I cannot say it. Vooch, whatever. Misses the shot. And Jason Williams, white chocolate, brings it up the court. Get it to Shaq for a 3. Shaq does not get the ball, but he does. Oh, nope. Get it into him. Look at that size difference. Come on, here we go. Shaq goes to work. Easy money. Misses. Good defense. That's Deshaun Stevenson, I think. Deshaun Stevenson able to bother Shaq enough. It can't be Deshaun Stevenson, right? Can we check that real quick? As Vooch knocks that shot down. I know I'm pronouncing his name wrong, so I apologize. That is Deshaun Stevenson. He is seemingly playing center right now for this Spurs team, which is very odd. No, there we go. Okay. Udoka is now on Shaq. There was just a little bit of a matchup. Jason Williams is going to get fouled, go to the line. 4-point lead, 34.5 seconds on the clock. He only has 4 points tonight, but he does make the 5th one there. Can he make this a 6-point game? He does, and it is 6 points to the Lakers, 34.5 seconds left. They're at home. Let's see what Tony Parker can draw up here. Parker gets by his guy, gets it out to Duncan, over to Manu, calls a timeout. Not the best possession there for the Spurs, just wasting some time. Let's see what they do coming out of the timeout. All right, the Spurs have to make a shot here. Thiago Splitter checks into the game. Here we go. Gets it into Manu. Manu with the ball, being guarded by Kobe. Kobe gets through that screen. Manu's holding. Got to shoot quicker than this. James jacks it up. Misses the triple. Shaq gets the rebound. He's going to the line. 19.6 seconds. Shaq may miss these, but I don't think it's really going to matter. This is going to be your ball game. I just don't see any way the San Antonio Spurs can get back into it. The Lakers will advance to the second round. They'll be playing the Phoenix... Oh, Shaq hits a free throw. They will be playing the Phoenix Suns. I will see you there. All right, we know these Suns pretty well. Amari Stoudemire has not grown a lot. They've also added a young Derrick Rose. Oh my gosh, they have Derrick Rose and Al Horford both on this team. Okay, so they've got some nice draft picks. Gerald Green as well. Okay, this team is deep. They actually might be more of a problem than I thought. They do have Michael Redd, who is filling in for Sean Marion and Joe Johnson.
What?
Oh, wait, no, John Johnson's still here. Excuse me. But yes, this team is pretty solid. Could give us some trouble. Let's jump in. Okay, when I said could give us some trouble, I didn't imagine us getting swept. Are we injured? No injuries really here. Although, oh man, why is our test not starting over JT Holmes? That is a weird one to me. Let's see how this goes. And there you have it. We are going to lose this one probably. I guess we should check and make sure before I finish this out. We are going to lose by 2 here to the San Antonio Spurs. D Rose has 20 points coming off the bench. Unfortunately, Kobe Bryant just really unable to get started. 6 of 18 for the Black Mamba. He may be 99 overall, but it does not really matter here for us. We lose, we are out. We don't even make it back to the Western Conference Finals to defend our championship. And you'll note, if you look over the other side of the bracket, Orlando didn't even make it out of the first round, so there was no chance we were going to have that rubber match. Let's see who wins this year, and then we'll see if Shaq is ready for one more go. Phoenix are your champions. Steve Nash is your Finals MVP, 15 and 10.5. Look at that split, 92% from the line. Great job there from Mr. Nash. Let's check and see if Shaq retired. If not, we'll jump into year number 6. Shaq is sticking around for at least one more year. He's only signed on for one more year, to be fair. And the team is staying exactly the same, which maybe is not the best sign considering all of our guys are getting old, but we're just going to have to live with it. Let's jump in and see how it goes. Shaq and Kobe are both on the All-NBA first team. Ooh, he's actually a little bit above last year in points, but pretty much every other stat is falling. Makes sense. He's down to a 97. He's 38 years old. And for his part, Kobe has picked up his scoring very nicely. He's up to almost 25 a game after taking a little bit of a dip with Shaq playing so well. And we are sitting as the number 1 seed going up against this Golden State team that has Jay Williams, Mike Dunleavy, Zach Randolph, and a bunch of other dudes. Should be a winnable series for us. Let's jump in. Every time I see that old Warriors logo as an 8 seed, I get a little bit scared remembering those Baron Davis days. But we make it through. It's time to face San Antonio. Does this team look the same? They do, in fact. Roy Hibbert, I think he was here last year, but he remains here. And why is Ron Artest continuing to not start? I don't understand it. We have a ton of what looks like created guys, which is not the best news for us. I do not understand why Ian Cummings is our starter.
It's a family show, y'all.
But hopefully our 2 stars can be enough to get us into the Western Conference Finals after last year's disappointment. Somewhat surprisingly, we sweep the Spurs, and we're going up against Dallas here. This team has Kyle Lowry, Michael Finley, Antoine Jameson, and Dirk Nowitzki. So it'll be Nowitzki versus Shaq. That's going to be a very interesting matchup. And then Kobe is going to eat Victor Francis alive. Let's see how this one goes. I accidentally quick sim, but good for us that we won, and we are going up against Detroit, who have Chauncey Billups, Richard Hamilton. This is like basically their core plus Jameer Nelson. This is the core from their 2004 title-winning team, minus Rasheed Wallace and Tayshaun Prince, but they've added Jameer Nelson. Kind of a weird team here. They're only ranked as the 10th best team in the league. Us, on the other hand, we're ranked as the number 1 team, so hopefully that's enough to get us a title. It's also worth noting that I believe this is the team Shaq played in his final season with the Lakers when they made the finals with Karl Malone and Gary Payton. Although I could be misremembering, feel free to let me know in the comments. All right, we hold a 3-1 series advantage, so this is probably going to be title number 3 for this save, which means Shaq is going to get his 6th title. The Pistons are going to make us work for it. We are up by 3, and there's 1:01 left on the clock. Kobe leads all scorers, although Jameer Nelson having a solid day. Shaq has like 20 points. He's going up against Darko down there in the post. But here, Kobe goes to work. I believe this is on Chauncey. Drains. Oh, he doesn't drain the shot. I thought he made that one. Darko gets the rebound, gets it up to Billups. Billups is now, he's going to try to go to work. His team's down by 3. 46 seconds left on the clock. They have Rip Hamilton on the team, but he's not in the game right now. Jameer Nelson has been doing most of the scoring load, but Billups gets a wide open look, and he misses. Ian Cummings with the board, gets it to Hood. Hood brings it down the court. They've got to foul soon. What are they doing? They must be hoping it gets into Shaq. There it is, and Shaq puts it up and in. Not the best possession there for Detroit. You really needed a foul there if you were them. They're headed to a timeout. Let's see what they do coming out of it. I don't want to say the Lakers have this wrapped up, but 28.8 seconds on the clock is going to be tough to come back for this one. They're down by 5, gets it into Rip. Now, this is a guy who can shoot pretty much all over the court. Rip Hamilton goes to work on Kobe. Jelly Bean Bryant puts it up and over him, hits the shot, makes it a 3-point game with 20.3 seconds left. What are they going to do now? They're going to foul. Okay, so Kobe will be headed to the line. Probably not the person you want to foul, though. Oh, excuse me, they had a foul to give. Never mind. It's not going to be Kobe. It's probably going to be Jason Williams. So White chocolate be going to the line, I assume, unless... No, they do get to him. Jason Williams to the line, 19 seconds left. His team is up by 3. Can he make this a 4 or 5 point game? Jason Williams not asked to do a ton of scoring, but is a great assist man, and then he misses that free throw. Can he needs his 5th point here to put us up by 4, and he does that. So we'll take it. Hopefully we can hold on here. Rip brings the ball down the court. Now this team does have some shooters, so if they move fast, we could be in trouble. Gets it over, not the shooter they wanted. There it is. Chauncey Billups relatively wide open. Big shot. Chauncey can't hit it though. Jason Williams going to the line. This is pretty much over. If he makes even one of these, I think this one's done and dusted. And there you go. We are up by 5 with 7.6 seconds left. Probably not much of a chance here. And that makes it even harder. They're going to have to get it down the court, shoot fast, and then hope for a steal. But, of course, the CPU hates to move quickly. Chauncey Billups gets it over to Rip. Oh, my God, what are they doing? Cunningham puts it up and misses the shot. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The LA Lakers are your NBA champions once again. That gives Shaq and Kobe 6 titles together, which means that both of them have bettered their real life tally. We will certainly take that, and we may have one more season. Shaq is 38, but he's still 97 overall, so we will see if he retires, and if he does not, we will go ahead and jump into year number 7. So Shaq did sign up to play one more year, and the Lakers have gone and signed Dwight Howard. So this team is going to have Kobe Bryant, Dwight Howard, and Shaquille O'Neal. Again, I don't control this. This is all the computer's doing. I'm not really sure how this is going to work. They don't really, I mean, they have, who's this guy? Justin Hood, creative player. Is this Jeff Green as well? Yeah, Jeff Green is here. Jason Williams is still on this team. Holy smokes. Okay, so this is going to be very interesting. Let's go ahead and hop to the end of the season and see if Dwight and Shaq can play together. Sure. Okay, Shaq's scoring has fallen back once again, as have his rebounding numbers, to be honest with you, which makes sense considering that Dwight's on his team, but he is still first team All-NBA. Kobe has pulled his lower back. He'll be out for a week or two. Unfortunately, no Dwight Howard on this list. Let's see how we're doing in the playoffs. We are the 1 seed. We're going up into Portland. This Portland team is pretty decent. They got AI, Aldridge, some decent guys. No Kobe could prove a problem. Also wild to see the Bobcats are the number 1 seed over on the other side. Who do they even have? Oh, this is KD's team now. Okay, sure. All right, let's jump in and see how we do. No Kobe, no problem. We get through relatively easily. Now it's time to face Pau Gasol in the Memphis Grizzlies. With Kobe back, we roll through into the Western Conference Finals. We're going up against this Golden State team, who are pretty solid across the board. Adam Morrison, 80 overall, okay, sure. But we have 3 legitimate stars, so this is probably going to be ours to lose. Another relatively easy cakewalk. Now we get a classic 80s matchup, Lakers versus Celtics. This Celtics team has Kyle Lowry, Paul Pierce, Josh Smith, and Brooke Lopez, as well as several other decent players. Perkins is still here. Boban is on the team. Ricky Davis, Deron Williams. How old is he? 26 years young, and Deron Williams is down to a 72. Not the best career here for Deron. Hopefully, we can win title number 4, I believe, which would give us 7 total for Shaq and Kobe. Let's jump in. We're up 3-2. Let's see if we can finish this one or if the Celtics are going to force Game 7. Kyle Lowry and Kobe trade 30 pieces, but Shaq has 20 and 21 along with 3 blocks and 3 steals. Just a monster performance here in the finals. We are going to win this one going away. That gives us title number 7. This has been an unmitigated success. The question will be, will Shaq come back and play with Finals MVP Kobe Bryant for one more season? And the answer to that question is no. Shaq has retired at 39 years old. A great career for the Big Diesel. Averages 26.6, 13 points.
I don't know what he was talking about, but...
and 2.5 blocks. That is across the board better than his real life performance because he didn't ever really slow down. He also wins 5 MVPs, which is, if I'm looking, I believe he only won that one in 2000 in real life, so that's better. 18 All-Star teams, that's 3 more than real life. In real life, I believe he never won Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, his Wikipedia page is very long, so I could be missing it, but I think this one Defensive Player of the Year betters his real life performance. 7 all-time championships. Of course, in real life, he only won 4, 3 with Kobe, 1 with D. Wade in 06. Here, he gets 7 with Kobe and gets 5 finals MVPs, 2 better than real life, and he makes the All-NBA team pretty much every year of his career. He is just, of course, an absolute dominant performer. And with that, I think you can wholeheartedly say that if Shaq and Kobe had been able to put aside their differences, it would have been good for both of them. Obviously, they both still had success even without each other, but in this case, we can see that keeping the two together, in spite of having like basically no money to sign anybody else until they got Dwight Howard at the very end, it still ends in championships. That is going to go ahead and wrap things up for me. I will see you all next time. I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.
Thank you.